Stop. Don't scroll right now. It feels as if God Himself has placed this moment directly in front of you. Take a deep breath, close your eyes for a second, and gently set down the heavy stone that has been pressing on your heart for so long. You don't have to carry everything at once. Just be here. Just breathe. Listen to me today. These words are not random. They are meant for you. Life is not always as beautiful as it looks in pictures. From the outside, people think you are doing fine. You smile, you talk, you work, and everything seems normal. But deep inside, you know the truth. When night falls and the room grows quiet, when the phone stops buzzing and the world goes still, that is when the pain wakes up. Thoughts you tried to ignore all day suddenly become loud. You wish someone would understand. You wish someone would ask, "How are you really doing?" and actually wait for the answer. Many nights you have cried alone, quietly, so no one hears. You hid your face in the pillow, asking yourself how long this can continue. You told yourself to be strong. Again and again, even when you were exhausted. Since childhood, you tried a little harder than others. You believed that if you became a good child, people would love you. Good results, good behavior, listening to everyone. Still, sometimes it felt like you were never anyone's first choice. You wondered what more you had to do to be enough. Then you grew up and love entered your life. You trusted deeply. You gave with your whole heart. You thought maybe this time someone would stay. But in the end, you found yourself alone again. Sometimes everything ended with just one message. Sometimes people drifted away without explanation. And slowly, you started blaming yourself. You asked, "Is something wrong with me?" Friends were not always there either. The ones you helped, the ones you were always available for, became busy when you needed them. Calls went unanswered. Messages were ignored. And you began to wonder if you only mattered when someone needed something from you. Then came the pressure of studies, career, and the future. You worked hard. You tried again and again. Every time you believed, this time it will work. And every time, disappointment followed. You buried many of your own dreams for your family. You put others first. Yet one day, you still heard the words, "You haven't done anything." All these moments, all these words, all this pain piled up inside your heart like a mountain, and yet you are still here. So listen carefully now. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not useless. You are still standing, and that alone is a victory. Waking up every day and facing life with a smile, even when your heart is tired, is something not everyone can do. Every tear you cried, every effort you made, every time you refused to give up, none of it was wasted. One day, you will look back and say, "I survived so much." Today's pain will become part of your story, not the end of it. And one day, you will tell someone else, "Hold on, it gets better. Something new is coming. An opportunity, a new beginning, a place where you are valued, someone who truly understands you." Slowly, peace will return to your family. The pressure inside your chest will ease. Sleep will become calm again. This storm will not last forever. Darkness never stays forever. After night, dawn always comes. So forgive yourself today. Tell yourself gently, "I am enough." What you are managing today is enough. Healing does not happen in one day, but it does happen. And if these words touch your heart, if it feels like someone finally understands you, say quietly to yourself, "I haven't given up yet." Because you are not alone. Better days are already on their way to you. Stay with me a little longer. Let the noise of the day fade away. You don't need to hurry anywhere right now. Sometimes we move so fast that we forget how much we are carrying inside. Responsibilities grow. Expectations rise. Life becomes heavier than we imagined. And still you keep going. Think about your invisible victories. The days you showed up when your heart wasn't ready. The times you encouraged others while you needed encouragement yourself. These victories matter. Not all victories are loud. Some look like simply surviving another day. There were nights when sleep wouldn't come. Your mind replayed old conversations and old mistakes. You wished for second chances, but you were doing the best you could with what you knew then. We are all learning as we go. No one has everything figured out. Maybe today your only job is to be kind to yourself, not to fix everything, not to solve every problem, just to breathe and allow yourself a little peace. Growth often happens quietly, like a seed growing underground. One day you will realize you are not the same person anymore. Healing happens slowly, in small steps, in small decisions to keep going. Maybe tomorrow will still be hard. Maybe next week will feel heavy, but not forever. Storms pass. Pain softens. New chapters begin. One day laughter will come easily again. You will smile without forcing it, and you will realize hope never left you. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to start again. For now, just breathe. Let your heart slow down. Trust that something good is still ahead. Your journey is not ending here. It is still unfolding. And better days are slowly finding their way to you. And even now, as you listen to these words, there is a part of you that is still holding on. Even if you feel tired, even if you feel unsure, that small part of you has not given up. And that matters more than you think. You may not feel strong, you may not feel confident, but strength does not always feel loud. Sometimes strength feels quiet. Sometimes it feels like simply staying, simply breathing, simply choosing not to quit today. There were moments when you felt lost, moments when you didn't know what direction to take. You looked around and felt like everyone else was moving forward while you were standing still. But standing still does not mean you are failing. Sometimes it means you are resting before the next step. You've carried expectations that were never meant to be yours alone. You tried to meet everyone's standards. You tried to make everyone proud. And somewhere along the way, you forgot to ask yourself what you needed, what your heart was asking for. It's okay to admit that you're tired. It's okay to admit that some days feel heavier than others. You don't need to minimize your pain just because someone else has it worse. Your pain is real, and it deserves care. There were times when you smiled for others while feeling empty inside. Times when you said, "I'm fine," even though you weren't. You didn't lie because you wanted attention. You stayed quiet because you didn't want to be a burden. But listen to this gently. You are not a burden. Needing support does not make you weak. Asking for understanding does not make you difficult. It makes you human. Life has a way of teaching us lessons slowly, often through moments we never asked for, often through heartbreak, delay, and silence. But even now, those moments are shaping you into someone deeper, kinder, and stronger. There may be things you lost that you still grieve quietly. Dreams that didn't work out. People who didn't stay. Versions of life you once imagined. It's okay to mourn those things. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means making room for something new. And something new is forming. You might not see it yet. You might not feel it clearly. But change often begins before we notice it. Like the sky lightening before sunrise. Like healing starting before the pain fully fades. One day, you will wake up and notice that the heaviness is not as intense. Your breath will feel easier, your thoughts will feel softer, and you won't even remember the exact moment when things started to change. You will begin to trust yourself again. Your decisions, your instincts, your pace. You will stop comparing your journey to someone else's timeline. You will understand that your path was always meant to be different. There will be moments of peace that feel unfamiliar at first, moments where you are not anxious, not overthinking, not waiting for something to go wrong. And slowly, you will learn that calm does not mean danger, it means healing. You will start doing small things for yourself again, simple things, drinking water, slowly, enjoying silence, resting without guilt, smiling without forcing it. These small things will begin to add up, and one day, you'll look back at this version of yourself with kindness. Instead of judgment, you'll say, "You did the best you could," and you'll mean it for now. Stay gentle with yourself. You don't need to rush your growth. You don't need to have everything figured out. Life is not asking you for perfection. It is asking you for honesty, for patience, for courage to keep going. So take this moment as a reminder. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to begin again as many times as you need. Keep breathing, keep trusting, keep believing, even softly, because your story is not over. This chapter is not the final one, and better days, calmer days are quietly, steadily making their way toward you. Stay, breathe, and when you're ready, take the next small step forward. And as you keep listening, let yourself soften a little more. You don't need to protect your heart in this moment. You don't need to stay alert. You don't need to prepare for disappointment right now. Just allow yourself to exist without pressure, without expectation, without fear. There were so many times you held everything together for everyone else. You became the strong one, the reliable one, the one who never complained, even when your own heart was falling apart. You learned to smile automatically. You learned to say it's okay even when it wasn't. And over time, you forgot what it felt like to be cared for without asking. You learned how to survive, but no one taught you how to rest, and survival mode became normal for you. Being tense became normal. Overthinking became normal. Carrying silent pain became normal, but just because something feels familiar does not mean it is healthy, and just because you survived this way does not mean you have to live like this forever. There is a version of you that is slowly learning a different way, a softer way, a calmer way. A way that does not involve constant fear or self-doubt. That version of you is already growing even if you cannot feel it. Yet growth does not always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like confusion. Sometimes it feels like slowing down. Sometimes it feels like letting go of who you had to be to survive. You have spent so long proving yourself, trying to be enough for everyone, trying to earn love, respect, acceptance. But love was never meant to be earned like that. You were always worthy even on the days you failed, even on the days you did nothing, even on the days you felt empty. There were moments when you felt invisible, like your presence did not really matter, like the world would continue the same with or without you. But listen carefully. Your absence would be felt. Your kindness mattered. Your effort mattered. Your existence mattered more than you realize. You may have learned to downplay your pain, to say it is not that bad, to compare yourself to others who seem stronger. But pain does not need permission to exist. Your struggles do not need to be justified. They are valid simply because you feel them. There were days you wanted to disappear, not because you wanted to leave life, but because you wanted the pain to stop. You wanted rest, you wanted peace, you wanted relief. And those desires do not make you weak, they make you human. Even now, there are parts of you that are tired beyond words. Parts that feel heavy, parts that feel numb, parts that feel afraid to hope again. But those parts are not broken. They are tired. And tired things need rest, not judgment. You have been so hard on yourself for not healing faster, for not moving on sooner, for still feeling affected by things that happened long ago. But healing does not follow a schedule. It does not follow logic. It follows safety, and safety takes time. One day you will notice small changes. You will react less. You will breathe deeper. You will pause before overthinking. You will choose yourself without guilt. These changes will feel subtle at first, almost unnoticeable, but they will be signs that you are healing. You will begin to trust that not everything needs to be controlled. You will learn that silence can be peaceful, not threatening. You will learn that being alone does not always mean being lonely. You will learn that rest is not laziness. It is recovery. There will be moments when old fears return, when doubts resurface, when your chest tightens again, and that does not mean you are failing. It means you are human. Healing is not linear. Some days will feel lighter. Some days will feel heavy. Both are part of the process. You are allowed to take breaks from being strong. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to choose distance from what drains you. You are allowed to protect your peace, even if others do not understand. You are learning to listen to yourself now, to your body, to your emotions, to your limits. This is not selfish. This is necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you have been empty for too long. One day you will wake up and feel a quiet sense of okay. Not happiness, not excitement, just okay. And that will be enough. That will be progress. That will be peace beginning. You will start to feel safe in moments of calm. You will stop waiting for something bad to happen. You will learn to enjoy good moments without fear of losing them. You will learn that joy does not always come with a cost. You will slowly rebuild trust, not just in others, but in yourself, in your ability to handle life, in your ability to survive challenges, in your ability to create a future that feels right for you. You will stop apologizing for taking space. You will stop explaining your boundaries. You will stop shrinking yourself to fit into places where you were never meant to stay. You will discover parts of yourself that were buried under survival. Parts that are creative, curious, gentle, hopeful. Those parts are not gone, they were just waiting for safety. And even if today all you can do is breathe, that is enough. Even if today you feel lost, that is okay. Even if today you feel unsure, that does not mean you are failing. You are still here. And that means something. Your presence matters. Your story matters. Your healing matters. So stay with this moment a little longer. Let your shoulders relax. Let your jaw unclench. Let your breath slow down. You do not need to rush back into the world yet. When you are ready, you will take the next step. Not a big one, not a perfect one, just the next one, and that will be enough. Because you are not behind. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are healing, and healing is happening, even now. And as time passes, you will begin to notice how much strength it took just to arrive here. Not the loud kind of strength, not the kind people applaud, but the quiet strength that keeps breathing when everything feels heavy. The kind that keeps going even when hope feels distant. There were days when getting out of bed felt like a battle. Days when your body moved, but your spirit stayed behind. You did what you had to do because life did not pause for your pain, and yet you kept showing up, even when no one saw how hard it was. You have been carrying stories that no one else knows. Stories of disappointment. Stories of effort that went unnoticed. Stories of love you gave freely and never got back. These stories live inside you, shaping the way you see the world, shaping the way you protect yourself. Sometimes you wonder who you would have been if life had been kinder, if support had come earlier, if understanding had arrived when you needed it most. But the truth is you are becoming someone strong in ways that only hardship can create. Someone who sees deeply, someone who feels deeply, someone who understands pain without needing explanation. You may not see it now, but your sensitivity is not a weakness. Your empathy is not a flaw. Your softness survived a world that tried to harden you, and that is powerful. There were moments when you blamed yourself for things that were never your fault. You took responsibility for others' choices, others' failures, others' inability to stay. But not everything that breaks is meant to be fixed by you. You are allowed to release what was never yours to carry. You are allowed to let go of guilt that does not belong to you. You are allowed to stop punishing yourself for being human. You have grown used to silence, but silence does not mean emptiness. Sometimes silence is where healing begins, where clarity forms, where the noise finally settles. There will be moments ahead where you catch yourself smiling without realizing it. Moments where laughter feels natural again. Moments where your chest does not feel tight. And those moments will remind you that life is still capable of surprising you. You will begin to feel safer in your own presence. You will enjoy your own company without needing distraction. You will learn that peace does not always come from answers. Sometimes it comes from acceptance. You may still have unanswered questions, still have scars, still have memories that sting, but they will no longer control you. They will become part of your past, not your present. There is a future version of you that looks back at this moment with gratitude, not because it was easy, but because you did not give up. That version of you knows the peace you fought for, the calm you earned, the strength you built. You will forgive yourself for the times you stayed too long, for the times you trusted too much, for the times you ignored your intuition. You were doing what you thought was best with what you knew then. You will begin to speak to yourself kindly, the way you always deserved to be spoken to. And one day you will realize you are no longer just surviving. You are living. Your steps will feel lighter. Your thoughts will feel clearer. Your heart will feel steadier. And even if fear shows up sometimes, it will no longer control you. You will know how to breathe through it. You will know how to ground yourself. You will know that you have survived worse. So keep going at your own pace. Do not rush your healing. Do not compare your journey. Do not doubt your progress. Every breath you take, every day you stay, every moment you choose not to quit is proof that you are stronger than you think. You are becoming someone resilient, someone aware, someone whole. Stay here with yourself. Stay gentle, stay patient. Better days are not rushing toward you. They are arriving quietly, steadily, exactly when you are ready. And when you finally feel that calm settle in your chest, you will know you made it. You will stop over-explaining yourself. You will stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You will stop apologizing for existing as you are. Your nervous system will learn calm. Your mind will learn rest. Your heart will learn that not every silence is abandonment. Some days will still feel heavy. Healing does not erase difficulty, but it gives you tools. It gives you perspective. It gives you space to breathe. You will learn to celebrate small wins. A peaceful morning, a quiet cup of tea, a deep breath without tension. These moments will matter more than big achievements. You will reconnect with parts of yourself you forgot. The part that dreams, the part that hopes, the part that believes life can still be good. You will begin to trust timing. You will stop forcing outcomes. You will learn that what is meant for you does not need to be chased. It will arrive when you are ready. There will be people who enter your life gently, people who do not confuse you, people who stay, people who listen, people who respect your boundaries, and you will realize how different love feels when it is safe.